Okay, we're going live with the natural rest meditation. If you're just joining, maybe say hello so that I know you're there. I'll give it a minute or so to give people time to join. There's usually a lag time between the time you post something and that I see the comment, so just give it a minute here. I'll just give it one more minute. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. All right, I think I'll go ahead and get started. So today I have a particular topic that I wanted to talk about. We had an earthquake last night, and I certainly had fear come up. And I think, a lot of people are experiencing fear around the virus and not working, and will I get it? And I realized what's really going on in that fear is we don't know what's going to happen, right? So it's fear of the unknown. I don't know, am I going to get the virus? Is a family member going to get the virus? If we do get it, will we die or will we be okay? How will I support myself if I'm not working? So all of these thoughts have to do with just not knowing what's going to happen. So I thought we could focus our meditation on that sense of not knowing. Before we actually get into that, I wanted to do a little breathing exercise. And I know other people have been doing these meditations for the last week or so, and other people have probably done different types of breathing. But there's one in particular that's really good at calming the nervous system, and that is left nostril breathing. So I thought we would start with that, do a minute or two of that first. Now there's different ways of doing the breathing. There's alternate nostril breathing, which if you're familiar with probably from yoga classes, that has to do with balancing both hemispheres of the brain. If we close the left nostril and breathe in and out of the right nostril, that can be activating and energizing. What we want to do is we want to calm and balance the nervous system. And so the way to do that is left nostril breathing. And so we close the right nostril with one finger and then just gently breathing in and out of the left nostril. So if you're just joining, we're doing left nostril breathing. Closing the right nostril, breathing in and out of the left nostril only. This is calming to the nervous system. And that's how I want to start the meditation today. And so notice as you do this, the body might start to settle. Thoughts might start to quiet. Just gently breathing in and out of the left nostril only. Gently closing the right nostril with your finger. You can do this exercise anytime during the day where you start to feel anxious or nervous, or even if you start to feel overwhelmed. This is a great exercise to do to calm and balance your nervous system. So staying with it. You might notice your thoughts start to wander. It's okay. As soon as you're aware of that, just gently bringing your attention back to the breathing slowly in and out from the left nostril only. Just a little bit longer. Now you can do this exercise for as long as you need to, anytime you need to. But now we're going to go ahead and gently drop attention down into the body. You can stop breathing that way, relax your hand, and just be aware of how you're feeling in the body. You might notice some energy moving. You might notice some tightness or contraction somewhere. But like I said at the beginning, I kind of wanted to focus today on the sense of not knowing what's going to happen. I think that's the source of the fear for so many of us. We don't know. So in order to get that started, I'm going to do what we call a reverse inquiry. So for some people, this might sound like an affirmation. It is not an affirmation. Reverse inquiry is stating the opposite of what we feel or believe, and then looking for the no in our body. So where in our body is saying, no, that's not true. So it might also be in our thoughts, not just a body reaction. So if you say to yourself right now, I don't need to know what's going to happen. Not trying to make that be true, but notice the reaction in the body. You might feel a tightness in your throat or your chest or your stomach. Or you might have a thought that says, oh yes, I do. So we're just going to bring awareness to that. Especially if there's a contraction in the body, just gently bringing awareness to that sense of, oh, yes, I do need to know what's going to happen. And now we're not trying to change that. We're giving space for that feeling to be here. We're actually going to welcome that need to know, or the fear of not knowing, however it shows up for you. And if there's no charge for you around this, just bring attention into the body and notice whatever sensation or contraction is here. And you can do the same thing with this. Just opening, allowing, even gently breathing in and out from that sensation or the contraction in the body, the tightness or the sense of holding on. And as you do that, expand your awareness. Notice there's also space outside of that body sensation. And so you're giving room for this feeling to be here. You might notice that it starts to shift or move. Or you might even notice there's another contraction trying to stop that one, like it's not safe to feel not safe. right? So maybe some resistance. So if that's here, we're going to allow that too. Giving all of these sensations permission just to be themselves. And opening even wider. And from the wider space, you can energetically start to flow with whatever it is you're feeling in your body, wherever the contraction is. It's like you're moving with it, not against it. I like to say, if you're familiar with Tai Chi, it's about moving with energy, flowing with it, and not against it. Do that with this sensation, whatever you're feeling. It's just a way to relax any resistance. And when the sensation is really, truly allowed, then it's just free. It's free to move on in its own time, or stay, or do whatever it needs to. But we can start to notice that it's not personal. It has nothing to do with me. It's just an energy that's happening in the body. And you may have thoughts that show up with this or any contraction, any sensation in the body. So we like to pull the thoughts off of the body energy, unvelcro those words from the feeling or the sensation. So if you're visual, you might see those words out in front of you. Just put them up like they're written on the wall or on a whiteboard or however you see them. But if you're not visual, you might be more auditory. Just hear the sound of those words. And again, this is all about allowing. So not even trying to change or fix or get rid of any of these thoughts. Just simply resting back and being aware of them. Even kind of leaning back into just open space, noticing that you're held. And then all of these thoughts can come and go freely. Also become aware of the space that the thoughts are flowing in and out of. And then bring more attention to the space than to the thoughts. You might notice it even seems to expand and the thoughts get smaller or fade into the background or disappear entirely. And then you're just present here again. And bringing attention back down into the body. And just aware what sensations are here. Say to yourself again, I don't need to know what's going to happen. And see what the reaction is. What anywhere in your system reacts to that, fights against that, says, oh yeah, I do need to know. And gently bringing attention to wherever the no is for you. And rest in the no. Opening and allowing wherever that is in your body or in your thoughts. Even gently breathing in and out from that body sensation. If you'd like, you could even hold it, like either hold that part of your body just gently, put your hand there, or imagine that you're holding the edges of where that sensation seems to be in your body, just gently and lovingly. On the in-breath, be aware, feel the sensation between your hands. On the out-breath, focus more on the space outside the sensation and outside your hands. We call this metaphysical hands. It's still allowing, just gently breathing in and out. Focus on the sensation on the in-breath. Focus on the space on the out-breath. The more you do this, you might start to notice that there is more spaciousness, not only in your body, but also in your mind, in your thoughts. And in that, there's a relaxation. And so this is just a gentle practice you can do throughout the day. We started with the left nostril breathing, so closing the right nostril, just gently breathing in and out through the left nostril anytime you feel anxious or nervous or overwhelmed or stressed. That can help you get present and calm your nervous system. And then you'll be able to come into the body and just feel, allow the feelings to come up. Open wider, make space for them. Leaning back into the sense of spaciousness. Let yourself be held by that. So that you're simply aware. Aware without needing to do anything with anything that shows up in your internal experience. So if you haven't already, you can gently start to open your eyes. And as you do that, just looking around the room, actually turn your head as you're looking around, just slowly and gently. Noticing the shapes and colors. Maybe we're less identified with the objects that we're seeing. Watching from presence. And keep coming back to this throughout the day. Even if you go out to take a walk or just sit in your backyard or wherever you are, take a moment. Just really look around in this way without labeling or identifying with anything that you see. And notice that there's peace in that. And that you can come back to this anytime you want to. Thank you for joining me today. I will be doing this again tomorrow on Sunday, so join me again and there will be a different topic that I'm going to focus on tomorrow. See you then. Bye.